Now, before we get to that 2020 election, we have to get through another one. In fact, your ballot may have already arrived for next month's municipal and school board elections. And joining us today is Alton Dillard from the Denver Clerk and Recorder's Office. So first and foremost, thank you for being here because I know you are busy right now. You have 4 elections in the next 13 months you have to manage?
Correct. 14 in the next 13 months. And yeah, I'm sorry, 4 elections in the next 13 months. Yeah, so we're really getting geared up. What's going on right now is the coordinated election, but once we get over into 2020, we want to make sure that voters understand that they're going to see 3 elections next year. The voters of Colorado restored the presidential primary, so we're going to be a Super Tuesday state. So that means you'll start seeing election activity again for a March 3rd presidential primary, and then as we head towards the month of June, which is sometimes another month that not everyone's used to voting in, we have a June 30th state primary, and then of course on November 3rd of next year is the big presidential election.
So we have a lot going on in our state, and I think first and foremost for so many people out there, voters out there, they want to know that their ballot is safe. So what do you do on what's happening that we can assure people that what they decide is the law?
Oh yeah, one of the things that people need to understand is Colorado pretty much has one of the safest voting systems out there. So one of the things that happened in the 2016 election cycle, it really started putting an emphasis on cybersecurity and things like that. But these were things that had already been well taken care of long before 2016, before that became part of the narrative. We test the voting systems prior to every single election. We test the voting systems after every single election. And even now we have a test post-election that's called a risk limiting audit. And you have to be pretty much a mathematician to figure out some of the parts of it, but essentially we get a random seed from the Secretary of State's office, and then we go up there literally and people roll like a 10-sided die to get a number of a sequence, and that sequence gets put into randomizing software. Once that goes into the randomizing software, then you get a manifest at the county level saying, okay, you need to go find ballot 67 in box 200, and then we pull all those out and run them through again to make sure what they read at the beginning of the election reads the same way at the end.
Okay, so can people still register to vote, by the way?
Yes, people can still register to vote. There is same-day voter registration here also, so all you have to do is go to govotecolorado.com. One thing to remember, though, if you want your ballot mailed to you, you need to make sure to register by the Monday of the week prior to the election. So that would be October 28th. After that, you still have the opportunity to register, but you would need to come in person to either pick up a ballot or vote in person.
Anything else with 30 seconds left that voters need to know about before this?
Ooh, there's a ton of things that people need to know. One of the #1 things in Denver is we will have 33 ballot drop-off boxes available, open 24 hours. Our ballots in Denver just mailed out this past Friday, and then we'll also have voter service and polling centers. So people just need to go to denvervotes.org/voter info to get all the information there, and also follow us on our social channels. We're on Facebook at Denver Elections, Twitter at Denver Elections, and Instagram at Denver Votes.
Yeah, you guys are great at notifying people. Also, County Clerk's Office, for those of you who don't live in Denver,
Correct.
right? Just,
yes,
that's the place to go.
Respective county clerks, yep.
Perfect. Alton Dillard, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, back in a moment.